Force 13's Australia and Oceania channel with another look at what's making the local weather scene. And now we have a tropical cyclone Omar, which is X96P. Tropical cyclone Omar, 986 millibars, 14 south, 164 decibels, 6 degrees east, and moving south-southwest at about 2 knots, although Fiji has an error with the location. It could be moving south-southeast or east-southeast, maximum 10-minute average winds near the centre estimated about 40 knots. And here's a look at the Fiji Meteorological Services track. They have a Cat 1 and likely to, on projection, become a Category 2 system. The Joint Typhoon Warning Centre yesterday afternoon upgraded it to tropical cyclone status. They do have a separate format, and they have it 289 nautical miles northwest of Port Vila and tracking eastward at 6 knots. Animated and enhanced infrared satellite imagery shows a large consolidating system embedded in a monsoon trough with the bulk of its convection offset westward of an obscured low-level circulation centre. The initial position is based with fair confidence by tracing the formative bands along the eastern and southern peripheries towards the central convection and lining up with a notch feature in a microwave image. Upper level analysis indicates the system is under a strong 25 to 30 knot easterly vertical wind shear, offset by a robust poleward outflow that is providing excellent ventilation to the associated convection. Sea surface temperatures in the area highly conducive at 30 Celsius, and the cyclone is slowly tracking along the southern edge of a near equatorial ridge to the north. Within 12 hours, a building subtropical ridge to the east will assume steering and drive the cyclone southward. Then at the 48-hour mark, southwest towards the northern New Caledonia. The marginally favourable environment will promote slow intensification to a peak of 55 knots at the 24 to 36 hour mark. Afterward, diminishing outflow, cooling sea surface temperatures in addition to the high vertical wind shear will gradually erode the system down to 35 by 120 hours. The numerical guidance is in overall agreement with the general forecast track, but with notable differences amongst the members. ECMWF, the GALWEM offer a quasi-stationary motion in the term before the southward progression, and HWRF offers the widest eastward turn. A possible excessive binary interaction with a secondary cyclone 92P approaching from the east. In view of these, there is low confidence in the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track forecast that is laid just west of consensus to offset HWRF and wave height at this point in time is 18 feet. On the screen is a look at the late cycle intensity. There's one model indicating a category borderline Cat 2, which would make a Cat 4 on the AU scale, but the majority of them are looking at a Cat 2. And EPS tracker guidance, the colours on the right hand side of the screen represent the individual models, and there's too much uncertainty when viewing these tracks because the information does change and caution needs to be applied. The upper level divergence is up around the 20 to 40 knots. Wind shear is a bit of an issue for Omar, and you can clearly see from the 24-hour shear tendency that the cyclone is in the yellow. The A50 millibar vorticity, the intensity scale is the right hand side of the screen. Tropical tidbits, a couple of tracks, and the pressure is on the right hand side of the screen. Now we have a look at the local weather scene, starting off with the wind probability. This is from 7 AM through to the same period Thursday. The information is at the bottom of the screen, and the BSCH website is a fantastic local site to follow. The storm probability, and there's a little bit of storm activity north of Brisbane, or I should say north of the Gympie region up to Bundaberg, and the instability, the overall picture really hasn't changed. You look at the top end of Australia, and the brighter the colour, the purple, pinkish purple, the stronger the instability level is. And what's the Bureau saying? Read the 12 and 24 hour rainfall outlook. The scale is on the right hand side of the screen, and look at that Cape York region, a bit more green, up to about 50 millimetres, and a total forecast of rain. And I won't mind seeing more rain down here in the southeast corner region. There are various fire weather warnings in place. Then look at the blue up there to the north of Cooktown. And finally we have a look at the GFS model precipitation. And all this information is updated regularly, minus the BSCH information. And look at that area in dark brown. Is the North Queensland coast again going to be threatened by a tropical cyclone? And it could be Mackay.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force13 on Skype and Fool13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.